G'day guys and welcome back to GNs_gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So for today's video, we've got the super hype, we've got the drop of the AGL Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. It looks to be insanely good, so firstly don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the team building guides. I do drop these for all new units that do come out. So jumping straight on into it, for the details, teams, you can see there's 6 million teams here. I'll run through a few of them later, but we will say that Giant 8 Power and the crossover Dragon Ball Heroes team is where you're going to be finding a lot of use for this Vegito. As for his links, you've got Super Saiyan, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, Power Bestowed by God, Fused Fighter, Saiyan Raw, and Fierce Battle. So a few really common links in there, so we can actually get some use out of him when we're not necessarily running him on those two specific teams I just mentioned. But jumping straight into his linking partners here, you can see with the 6 we do have the physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Now this is awesome because he's about to get his Easy A. He's super good, and as a support class unit, sharing a ton of links there, like a match made in heaven there. And then we've also got the Super Saiyan Vegito there as well. So jumping down, that was the AGL I should mention, because we do have the physical Super Saiyan Vegito here with the 5 links, a unit that I think is going to be one of his best partners up next with the Int Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Super Fire unit, he just come out on Global, so he's still fresh in everyone's minds and really hype. We got the transformations into the Super Saiyan Vegitos for the Int 3rd anniversary and then the STR. And then we've got the 2 Super Saiyan 4 Gokus in the Tech Full Power and the STR Easy A. Neither of those two I'd particularly look at running. The Int Vegito and the Physical Vegito are pretty meh. And then the STR Vegito, we're obviously waiting on the Easy A for that one. So dropping down to 4 links here. We've got the Physical God Goku, and then we've got some Super Saiyan 4 units. So we've got the Physical Goku Vegeta that turn into Gogeta. Obviously still really good unit. Then we've got both the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4s, Goku being much better than Vegeta, but I mean you can slap Vegeta on a team as sort of one of your last options there. Then we've got the 2 blue Vegitos as well, just sort of keeping up with that Fused Fighter style, but as they're not crossover Grade Ape style units, they don't give Vegito the full damage reduction, which we will have in most of our teams here. So jumping down to 3 links, we've also got the new Rose, the Tech Gods, the Blue Rage Vegeta, or whatever we're going to call it, Dark Blue. I have no idea, but he's there as well. We've got the AGL Blues, and then the Super Saiyan 4 Gohan and Bardock. Bardock's not as good, but Gohan with his damage reduction is definitely really, really good. So the first team we're going to look at here is the AGL Vegeta as our lead. So he leads Dragon Ball Heroes, Grade 8 Power, and Fused Fighters. Gives you a pretty broad, sort of team that you are able to run. And because you are running a mixture of those categories, you are getting the full damage reduction for him, which makes him so insane. So got the Vegito there. We've then got the physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, as I mentioned, match made in heaven there. We've got the Int Super Saiyan 4 Goku, still absolutely busted unit. The Int Pan, we love her support. Just looking at it now, this is a very Int heavy team, but we've got the Int Super Saiyan 4 Goku as well. And then we finish out with the Int Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. So for the rotations on this one, we'd be going with the AGL Vegito on each rotation. We'd then have the physical Super Saiyan 4 Vegito on one of those rotations, and the Int Super Saiyan 4 Goku on the other rotation. So that means you're going to be floating the Int Pan. Now she is a support unit, so for the Heroes crossover, one of those two, I can't remember which, but she's a 40%, so that's awesome. Going to really help our damage reduction units there. The Goku and Gohan. Gohan's going to be really good defensively, but the reason for floating them is to match up with links while also getting the passive active for the AGL Vegito. So we get that full damage reduction on every rotation with Vegito on this team. So I think this one will be pretty effective, especially if you've got a few dupes in Pan and you can get those dodges off there. So the next team we're going to look at is if you were to run sort of Rose style of team with a full crossover. So we've obviously got Rose in there as our leader, STR Hearts, the two Vegitos, the new Dark King Fu, and the Awakening for the Golden Metal Cooler. So when we look at this, rotations are probably pretty clear here. I'd be going with either Fu or the Hearts as our rotation piece with one of the Rosés. Sort of up to you which you would prefer to run. And then on the other rotation, we'd have the two Super Saiyan 4 Vegitos. Then that's going to leave you to float the friend Rosé, either Hearts or Fu that you don't run on rotation, and then the Golden Metal Cooler. Now, Golden Metal Cooler can get that really good damage reduction, so if you wanted to go with him, you could easily swap him out for another support or orb changing unit, but I think the defense that he provides will just be sort of like a safe option, I guess, for when you're team building around this sort of extreme style here. But still, I think this will be a pretty effective team. For the next team, we've got the GT Hero / Full Power. So I've actually got this in the wrong order, which is a little bit annoying, but we'll continue on. So it's going to be the Int Super Saiyan 4 Goku as the leader here. Having two of him on the team will be really, really handy. We'll then have the AGL Vegito, the GT Duo, the Int Super Saiyan 4 Goku Limit Breaker with the physical Vegeta, and also the physical Super Saiyan 4s that go into Gogeta as well. So our rotation pieces with this one, you're going to have to use the GT Duo on rotation with one of the Super Saiyan 4 Gokus, with the Int Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because you are going to need to keep him off rotation from Vegito, because him will not activate the passive. So we have the GT Duo on rotation with the Int Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Then on the other rotation, we'll have the Int Super Saiyan 4 Goku with the AGL Vegito. That's going to leave you to float the three units at the end there, the two Limit Breakers and the Super Saiyan 4s. So, I guess it's just a different take on the Grade 8 power style of team. Just getting in the GT Duo there, they will have the ability to get that revive off for us, which is always really clutch. So I do like to make team options with them there. Having two Int Super Saiyan 4 Gokus will also be pretty effective. When we eventually get the EZAs for the Super Saiyan GT units, they would definitely be the ideal candidates to switch in for the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4s, but yeah, that's a tale for a different time, I guess. So the last team we're going to look... actually, no, I think I have one more. Yes, I do have one more. The second last team we're going to be looking at here is the Time Travelers team. So led by the Super Saiyan Trunks. Gives the just flat 200%, which we love to see. So we've got the Int Vegeta and Trunks here, the AGL Vegito, the Physical Vegito, the STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who actually, when on a Time Travelers team, performs really well. And then we've also got the Tech Supreme Kai of Time. So for our rotation pieces on this one, it would be a Physical Trunks with the Int Vegeta and Trunks. So we all know they work really well. We've had plenty of time to test that out during the worldwide celebration. We'd have both the Vegitos operating together, and then we would have the Friend Trunks, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and the Supreme Kai of Time floating. So the only thing with this team is that one out of your sort of three, I guess, rotation piece that you're going to end up with Vegito, you're not going to have the full damage reduction. So that can be a little bit risky there. But like I said, that is one every third rotation with Vegito, so it's not going to be all too regular. You're going to have really strong defensive options. You're going to get a ton of damage out of the physical Trunks. As I mentioned, you got the damage reduction for the STR Super Saiyan 3 Xeno Goku, so his defense will be looking really good. And then the Supreme Kai of Time, definitely have to really try and protect her, but her support is going to be really, really helpful on this team while also being a crossover, because if we swap someone like her out for another unit that's not on crossover, means that we do lose that extra damage reduction for Vegito on another rotation. So probably try to avoid that as much as possible. You will get that on this final team though. This is the Power Beyond Super Saiyan / Movie Heroes team. So I've gone with the Tech Gods as our leader, and then the Physical God Coup up next. Got the AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegito alongside the Int Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, a combo that I've obviously used a lot in this video. Then got Tech Vegito Blue and the STR Gamma 1. So rotations for this one would be the Tech Gods with the Physical God Coup, and then the two Super Saiyan 4s together. So that's going to leave you to float your friend Tech Gods, as well as the Tech Vegito Blue, who we all know is a phenomenal floating unit with the dodge and all the 6 million supers. And then we've got STR Gamma 1 floating as well with the with the damage reduction and the defensive support. So that's it for the team building guides. Honestly, I think I do like the look of the GT Heroes full power team if we could just replace the two limit breakers. So because of that, I think something maybe like this first team, you could make a few adjustments here. You could bring in someone like the Rose Zamasu rotation. There is a bit of fun and mucking around that you can do with sort of these hero mix teams, because Vegito and the Rose don't require full team builds to be, I guess, really effective. So let me know down below which of the team builds is your favourite. Hopefully you can test them out in some difficult content and get those dubs. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.